Hello, everyone. Say hello, Trav.
Take that chip. Hello.
The name of the cap is called Architectural Cap. It's a double-sided wall cap. The color is onyx black. What do you think about it, Trav?
It's nice.
Trav got a bunch of cap unloaded, and this is gonna be Trav's first time laying wall cap. And you gonna do it all by yourself, Trav?
Yeah.
Because I gotta go do something.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yes.
You're gonna be able to look at this wall and be like, I did that cap.
Yep.
That's what's up. So I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse, and we're both gonna watch how Trav does for his first time. Welcome back, everyone. We're gonna wrap up this project in this video. If you're a new viewer and you want to see all the parts of this job, from excavation to building the walls, laying the patio, check out the link in the description below for the full playlist of videos.
You want me to use the big ones?
Yeah, you can use the big ones. If you the flat ones though, with the flat edge, don't use those. Put those aside because I'll be able to use them on the pillar. Alright, we got our line set up for Trav, and all we did with that was we put our end cap on each side. We got our little string set up, and that pencil there is actually making the string hover about 1/4 of an inch, and that'll give us a true line the whole time. If we leave the string right on the cap, it could hit a bump in the cap and make the string not true, so you want to have it levitated a little bit. And then you're going to lay it in like Trav's doing, slide it back, and adjust the line to the cap. There it is. Nice job, bud.
Yeah.
I can't tell you guys how cool it is having my nephew with me on these jobs. I started this kind of work when I was about his age. Started in the family business, and it's just really cool to be able to have him doing the same thing at 15 years old. I had a lot of fun last summer with him on the job sites. If you've watched the plowing videos, he's with us out there shoveling in the winter as well. Very motivated, hard-working kid. He's got a really good future ahead of him, so as often as I can get him out there with me, he will be there with me for sure. So on most of my paver projects, I do a contrasting border around the edges or around the inner edges, and I really like to have a matching contrasting wall cap if I'm doing any kind of sitting wall. It just kind of ties everything in nicely. Other than that cap being wet, so it's a lot darker, looks mint. Trav's sitting on it to show it its dominance over here. That's right, I laid you down, Trav says. I laid you down, now I'm gonna lay on you.
Sitting, not laying.
It's real good. That contrast matches with the border pavers, ties it in nicely. So other than lifting these up now in place and putting some concrete adhesive and gluing them down to the wall block, there's just some finishing touches. Like you go around and you see how this cap is popped out more. We're going to use a hammer and a chisel. We'll mark a line, and then we're going to just kind of chisel off the parts that stick out. And there's a few caps here and there. Whenever you do a wall cap like this, it's going to happen. So you just go through and you just kind of customize it to make it look as good as possible. Trav, nice job.
Gracias.
And after everything's dry laid and everything looks good, you just pick them up one by one so you don't mess up the line that you made. And you do exactly what Ben's doing. Put a nice even coat of glue on the whole surface. Make sure you lay the glue gun down where the glue that's dripping will not hit anything. And then you just need to make sure you don't step on it.
Yeah, don't do that.
And then you just put it down and give it a couple smacks. And the glue does its job. So we're just using a concrete adhesive to adhere these caps onto the block. There's a lot of different manufacturers out there that make this product, so just do some research on what's available in your area. And now I'm going to split a cap so we can use it as a corner, and I'm going to show you how to do that without an actual block splitter. There's a corner. So they have a lot of, hydraulic press block splitters that take a lot less time and do a little bit of a better job, but they're expensive. One thing about this channel for sure is I'm just bringing you guys along with me as I grow my business. I'm about a year and a half in, and I don't have all the money to get all the tools, and eventually I will. Eventually I'll be getting the stuff that makes my life a little bit more efficient, but I just go to try to show people, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're somebody in the trade who's just trying to learn. Sometimes on jobs you might not have the availability for the greatest of tools, but there are ways around it. Just a nice 3-pound hammer and a nice carbide chisel, even a regular chisel, you can get a nice split on these blocks and make yourself some split face corners on site. And here's that corner that we just split on the pillar. So that's what we're capping this pillar with. It's our double-sided architectural cap to match our sitting wall. So here I am compacting the base stone so I can set up screed rails for another section of pavers to get laid down. I'm not going to actually lay more pavers on this video. If you want to see how we laid the main patio portion, check out the video previously in this playlist by clicking the link in the description below. I did want to show you guys how I did the grade in front of the door though, because there's a couple different slopes. Alright, we got those pipes set. So up by the door, we want this to be level, or really close to level side to side, so that as you're walking in, it shows that it's level, but we'll have our slope in front of it. I'll show you what I mean. Up here, we have almost level, but still sloping to the right a little bit. We come down here at the bottom, we have it sloping almost 1/8 of an inch. And on the way away from the door, we have an exact 1/8 inch pitch. So pretty much what's going to happen is any surface water is going to shed down and this way. So it's going to have two ways to slope and pitch away down into the side yard or the front sidewalk. Here we are. Trav's mixing up some concrete. Slaving away. Ben's grabbing some stone. We got our area right here screeded out. So this is where the concrete's going. Concrete, and then that stone Ben's getting, because this is supposed to be an open drain down to our French drain that's below the surface here. If you've seen the videos before, the first video of the excavation and backfill is where we put the French drain in. He already dug a little bit of a trench, so he's gonna come over, put the concrete in, adhere it to the sides of the pavers. You don't want them on the bottom of the pavers. You don't want concrete there, because if anything were to move, it would lift those pavers up higher. You just want it on the side of the paver to put pressure on it. What do you think, Chav?
It's a nice patio.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nice walkway.
So once he's got the concrete in it, everything behind it he's gonna fill with that 3/4 stone, and he's also gonna push the stone into the concrete so that it sets in with the concrete and it won't move, and then you'll never see the concrete over time because the stone is actually stuck in the concrete. I'm gonna set you up on time lapse, Benny.
Do it up.
So we're starting our step up little wall here, 1 block high with a cap. We have our patio laid out to where it's going to be. Our string lines here are representing the back of our wall block and the back of our wall cap. And that gives us room to put our border in. So what we're doing here, we squared this off. We did this string line on the right side first that goes with the border. And then we use that to square off with this side in the border. And again, that's the sides, the backs of our wall block. So we'll be able to use that as we lay for our squared off line, but it's also our height line. So we set the string to the top of our pavers with our 1/8 of an inch pitch down, and that's going to be the top of our wall block cap. And the wall block cap is also going to be pitched for any water to run off the top of it. So we got our corners already set, and what we want is for it to slide under the string just barely without touching it. A little bit of space underneath the string plus the string is what we're going to count for with the glue. There's going to be a 1/8 of an inch bead of glue that makes the caps lift up a little bit, and that's going to account for that. Bought a new hammer today, 5.5 pounds, really long, so if you need to use 2 hands, ABC hammers, made in the USA. It's $100 for this hammer. Alright, so you can see that that's an 1/8. That's actually what we have. This is our lowest corner. If you've been following along, it's sloped to the right and sloped down. So this is the lowest corner, 1/8 of a slope up, 1/8 of a slope up. And that's okay to lay your wall at 1/8 of a slope, especially if you're meeting a grade like that. When you're building a wall, not so much the same thing always, but in a situation like this, it's exactly what we want. It's the wind. Test. What's up, Ben? We are. Got our pillars all set up except for our middle strip. All 4 corners are split on all 3 pillars. Now we gotta fill in the middle. Show you what I mean. So the caps, we have a little space. So we're gonna be putting 6-inch pieces in between, which is what these are. And we'll be able to just trace a line on each side and cut the caps on each side flush. Put the pieces in the middle, tighten everything up, lift them up, and put concrete adhesive underneath them, and our caps will be all set. Unfortunately, I don't have much memory on my SD card, so we're just going to get it done, and I will show you guys once it's complete. So this is the specific adhesive we use. It's good for any kind of concrete, retaining wall block, natural stone, anything like that. It's made by SRW Products. So the only thing we have left to do on this patio is install our polymeric sand, but I'm not going to do that in this video. If you'd like to learn more about it, check out the link in the description below for one of those videos. I have multiple on my channel, but there is one in the link in the description below. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. But I love these color tones together. If you didn't catch what the materials are, I got all the materials listed in the description below. The manufacturer, the name of the product, and then the color blend. So here's how the cap came out. Put the filler pieces in the middle. Benny! There's a minute left on this. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Trav, say goodbye.
Thank you.
Till the next one. Peace.